This segment is brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Good morning and welcome to Farm Factor on Ag Am in Kansas. I'm your host, Conrad Cavus. George Washington Carver was born January 5th and was an American scientist, botanist, and inventor. We celebrate his birthday and his achievements on today's segment. Take a look. George Washington Carver was born into slavery in Diamond, Missouri around 1864 and went on to become one of the most prominent scientists and inventors of his time. Carver devised over 100 products using peanut technology, including dyes, plastics, and gasoline. Botanist and inventor George Washington Carver was one of many children born to Mary and Giles, an enslaved couple owned by Moses Carver. The conclusion of the Civil War in 1865 brought the end of slavery in Missouri. Moses Carver and his wife, Susan, decided to keep George and his brother James at their home after that time. Raising and educating the two boys, Susan Carver taught George to read and write, since no local school would accept blacks at the time. Carver attended a series of schools after receiving his diploma from Minneapolis High School in Minneapolis, Kansas. Accepted to Highland College in Highland, Kansas, Carver was then denied admittance once college administrators learned of his race. Instead of attending classes, he homesteaded a claim where he conducted biological experiments and compiled geological collections. He wanted to help poor farmers to grow alternative crops both as a source of their own food and a source of other products to improve theirs. The most popular of his 44 practical bulletins for farmers contained 105 food recipes using peanuts. He also developed and promoted 100 products made from peanuts that were useful for house and farm, including cosmetics, dyes, paints, plastics, gasoline, and nitroglycerin. He accepted numerous honors for his work, including one from the NAACP. Carver's legacy remained after his death. Carver established the George Washington Carver Foundation with the aim of supporting future agricultural research. In 1943, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt dedicated $30,000 for a monument west of Diamond, Missouri, the site of the plantation where Carver lived as a child. This was the first national monument dedicated to an African American. The 210-acre complex includes a statue of Carver, as well as a nature trail, museum, and cemetery. In Kansas, George Washington Carver's homestead rests on a quarter section near present-day Buhler, Kansas. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after the break.
This hog is Hanover hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at beyondtheelevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.